Hello ladies and gentlemen, guys and ghouls. Kevin here for my channel, The Art of Horror, and welcome to the show. Today I'm continuing my alphabet series, and today's episode is brought to you by the letter V for vampire. Some of the first horror films that I ever watched were vampire movies. In fact, I remember very distinctly the first vampire movie I ever saw as a child was The Fearless Vampire Hunters, a Roman Polanski film, which is quite upbeat and comedic and has some truly scary moments in it as well. Very creepy scenes. If you haven't seen this great movie, you should check it out because it's actually quite cool. I remember reading a vampire comic when I was really young as well that absolutely terrified me. I'm not sure what it was called, and I, to this day, still haven't been able to find it again. But it was set in the time of Vlad the Impaler. It showed Count Dracula as this enormous demonic creature in amongst all the people impaled on spikes, feeding on their bodies. And I remember it had a scene with a priest in a church. And I remember the church and the symbology did absolutely no good to the priest as he was munched on by this giant demonic presence. It absolutely terrified me reading it as a kid, and I actually think the comic was confiscated from me because I was reading it in school. I really enjoy a lot of the older horror films to do with vampires, Bela Lugosi's films being among my favourites. But some more modern vampire films that I actually enjoy are, of course, The Lost Boys and Queen of the Damned, of course. I don't mind Anne Rice's take on the vampire at all, as they don't quite fit into the sparkly, twilighty kind of vampire, which really doesn't do that much for me. Traditionally speaking, I don't think you'd want to become a vampire, as you actually lose your soul and it's not you that inhabits the body anymore, but a demon. But the idea of living forever and only coming out at night is quite appealing, and if you didn't lose your soul, I think I would actually like to be a vampire. I'm not sure what I'd eat or drink because the idea of hurting another human being actually abhors me. But I think that's why a lot of vampire characters are torn and are conflicted characters, as they don't want to feed, but they have to survive. Another vampire film series that I actually enjoy is 30 Days of Night. I like the idea that some of these vampires are positively ancient. The fact that they use the long night of the polar region of our planet to go on a feeding frenzy for 30 days is kind of cool as well. I decided to draw an almost Nosferatu-style vampire, as I'm actually seeing a resurgence of them through the show The Strain, which is a great horror TV show based on vampirism if you haven't seen it yet. But I do like the idea that these vampires are losing their humanity and memories of being human, and they're just becoming a creature of the night. This picture took me about an hour and a half. It's charcoals on watercolour paper with just a titch of watercolour for the blood on the mouth area. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to see more videos like this, please feel free to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye for now.